You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like I need a man who is strong, who is comfortable with himself. I don't want you having a big ass ego because I don't like those kind of men either. That's another one of my issues because I seem to attract those pretty boys and they have this huge ego and I don't and we would literally like go at it together because it's like you getting your feelings about everything. I joke a lot. Sometimes I may joke too much. You may not find it humorous. And then I've offended someone, I guess. And it was funny to me, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a sense of humor. You have to have a sense of humor, especially with me. I'm not gonna be with just anybody because I have a vision for the type of man that I want in my life. I want a man who loves me, who adores me, and you don't have to be all up under my ass to show it. I want a man who knows how to cook, who knows how to clean. I need for you to believe in something. Like, I know a lot of people aren't, Christian, or they don't have a specific religion, but they are religious. And I'm okay with that. As long as you believe in something, that alone makes me happy because I feel like you're afraid of something and you know that there is a higher power. So you have to believe, you know. And I also want a man who wants another child, who wants another child. A lot of men right now are content with not having kids or comfortable with the amount of kids that they have. This time around, I want my kids' dad to want to be a part of it, be there with me when I go to the doctor, ask questions, be concerned and just be present, and I want it to, if you're not my husband, at least be my fiance this time around. I want to be able to do the pregnancy photos and, just do it the right way this time because the first two times, trial and error. And that was all that I knew, you know. I did the best I can and I was living on my own. Just so you guys know, my mom she is around, but she lives in Miami, Florida, and that's a whole nother conversation, another day. But I've literally been on my own. So, but hopefully I have a boy because that's really what I want this time around. Lord knows, please don't give me a girl. But yeah, I really do want that because I honestly feel like we have to build our own empire. What I mean by that is my family is not as close as I would like for us to be. For whatever reason, I'm not going to indulge all of that to you guys, but we're just not as close as we used to be. And then the passing of my grandmother, y'all know how it is. When that root is gone, the tree is just dying off. And it's like everybody is just kind of pulling themselves away from each other. And the children are being affected by it as well. But I strongly believe that we have to build a foundation for our own self, our own empire. And if I could have a boy who could carry my last name and keep this legacy going, it would be so awesome. So I really, really want that. And I want grandkids, I want a man who wants to be, like, you have to be a man's man. You know what I'm saying? A man who likes to get his hands dirty because I like gardening myself. I'm your typical girl, but I just like different things and I have different expectations. I guess you could say it like that. Where a lot of girls may love to go out to eat and go shopping and they want rings and jewelries and all this stuff. That stuff don't impress me. I want to talk about what we can do to make sure our children have a bright future. What could we do to increase their welfare for their future and for their children to come? Like, I feel like we're all here for a short period of time. And every single one of us in this world has an expiration date. Meaning we're all going to die one day. And when I die, I just want to be happy. I don't care if I'm 40 years old or if I'm 50 years old when I finally find my mate or God sends me my mate. If I only get 10, 20 years of happiness, if it's genuine, it's real, and it's thorough, that's a blessing in itself. But I do hope that you get the gist. You guys understand what I'm saying. Because I'm not hard to please at all. It looks like that because this guy, people inbox me all the time saying, I see your lies where you say that you're single. Maybe you should stop. bragging about all the stuff that you do. Maybe you should stop bragging about all the things that you got, and you'll find somebody, because you be scaring niggas off. First of all, I'm not bragging. Anybody who knows me knows that it's so much other things that I could be saying, and just because I share, I'm trying to do my YouTube now, and I have a lot of other people interested in other things. So I share a lot. That's just who the fuck I am. If anybody get offended by the fact that I'm sharing a few parts of my lifestyle, a lot of people don't even know what I sound like on my page. So I'm like, that's number one. And number two, if a man is afraid of me, then stay the fuck away, because I don't want no nigga to be scared of me. I need for you to embrace every inch of this 5'8", 188 pounds, baby. That's solid. And I need for you to know how to handle it. And until I get with a nigga who know how to handle it, ain't that how they say it? Or handle it, I'm just joking. Then I don't mind waiting, because I know that when he does come in my life, it's gonna be well worth the wait. That's okay, because there's somebody out there who loves everything about who I am. The fact that I make what I got going on should not offend you. I'm not even gonna get into everything that I do, but what I got going on should, if nothing else, encourage you, make you feel proud, make you feel like, damn, I just might get somewhere with this girl. The fuck do you mean? See, that's why I'm single. I cannot get with someone who's strong enough to understand the woman that I am, strong enough to stand by my side and have my back in everything that I do. I need someone who knows what he's got, how to use what he has, how to build me up, make me even stronger than what I am, and he can hold shit down. Listen, I don't expect for no man to take care of me. I've never been that type of girl. So you just gonna have to figure out a way to come with it, or don't come at all. That's that on that. I hope y'all understood what I was saying, because I did get off topic here and there, but whatever. Now let's move on to the second question. Okay, Love Jones, what would be your ideal date and what type of work do you do? This is for Robert. Hi, Robert. So my ideal date would be, guys, I'm so corny. Like, it doesn't take much to make me happy. I would say my ideal date would be one day. Oh my God. Yes, this would be so dope. Okay. So one day I'm at home. You just hit me up. I come home, right? Just say if I'm with the guy. I come home. There's an outfit laid across the bed. And there's a note that says, get dressed. I'll be there in an hour. And then I take my shower, put on my stuff, and my date pulls up in a limousine. I get inside the limousine. There's champagne waiting. And we're riding in the limo, just talking casually, sitting back, listening to that good old school music like Donnell Jones, and to name one. I was gonna say to name a few, but I only said one. But for real. And then we pull up, and there's like lights, like there's a big picnic set up in this beautiful yard with like lights, like those Christmas lights, and they form like a oval, like a tunnel, you know what I'm saying? And we get to walk through that tunnel to our picnic. And then there's lights also all around the picnic. It's lit up, we got the little lights burning so we don't get bit up by mosquitoes, because your girl tends to get ate the fuck up. I'm always that one. But anyway, we got the lights around the picnic table as well, and more champagne with those beanbag looking chairs. And we just sit there and drink and talk until the sun come up. For real, and eat as much as we want. We have a butler who can come out and bring us as much food as we want, what we want, and we just lay back, relaxing, watching the stars. That would be so dope, man. I don't know. See, I'm so simple and corny. Like, it doesn't take much for me. So moving on. And along with that question, you also asked, what do I do for work? I am a nurse. This is gonna go along with and I do home health, meaning I go into people's homes, and my patient may have been quadriplegic, may have been on G-tube, feeding tubes, ventilators, may have, just you know, home, but they're not in too much of a condition to where they have to stay inside of the hospital. These patients are living at home, and we do our best to keep them as comfortable as possible. And I go in and give them their feedings through their G-tube, medications, and whatever else is required as the nurse. I'm that in-home nurse. So that's number one. And then I'm gonna piggyback off that with, what is his name? He asked me a question. He said, my question is, what other full-time, okay, this is Blake. Blake Lewis wants to know, what other full-time job do you have besides being a nurse and a mother? So, my other full-time job is my business. I have an online boutique. Right now, I'm only focused on mostly women. It's so hard for me to try to venture off into plus size and men because those vendors are a lot harder to find. And I had a plug, but when this coronavirus situation happened, all of the vendors in China just stopped shipping. I lost contracts. So much shit went on. It's absolutely ridiculous. So it's kind of like I'm having to start back at square one and find different vendors. So now I'm so glad that I started doing custom items because that set my boutique out from everybody else's. I make personal masks, and I can put your initials, your logo. I make custom face masks, custom t-shirts, and custom shorts. Now, the custom mask, like I said, that is the one thing that set me apart from everybody else on Instagram. Because Instagram is like the hardest place to try and sell clothes because everybody is doing it, okay? Granted, now everyone is doing the mask and the t-shirts and everything. I was already sewing masks. I was way ahead of the game, number one, because of the fact that I am a nurse. I was already getting information about this virus out of China before it even hit the mainstream in the US. So that gave me a head start. And when I started selling the masks, I bought the die cut machine. I started doing custom items. You know, I started doing t-shirts right after that. I started doing shorts for some men right after that. And then everything just it started rolling in like crazy. I've made some really, really good money from those masks. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. So any of you guys who are in a financial situation and you know how to sew, or even if you don't know how to sew, guys, search YouTube. I know how to sew because of a job that I had when I was 24. I used to sew bulletproof vests for the military. So having that head start, and my grandmother, she taught me how to sew on hand. So I used to make dresses and baby doll clothes and all kind of stuff. And when this virus started, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start making my own masks. And I did, and I started off selling them on my job. A lot of nurses bought them, a lot of medical assistants bought them, CNAs. And then they started spreading the word. You know, I felt confident enough that I started posting it on my Instagram. People really was interested. I started getting large contracts for businesses, people who wanted like 50 and 60 masks. And mind you, I'm charging $15 to $20 a pop per mask. So yeah, you know, if you guys need some extra income, that is some extra income. And right now, masks are selling everywhere. Think about it. All over the world. All over the world. So there's that. And let's see, what's the next question? Oh, I answered everything that I was gonna answer. Okay, I decided to answer 3 of you. I hope you don't mind me calling your name. Oh my God, I've done it already. It's too late. But it's all love. I'm glad that you're tuned in. Don't be offended. Hey, you're here for your girl. I appreciate it. So, guys, yeah, I hope you watched it all the way to the end. I hope that I was able to answer your questions a little bit. I know, you know, I did the best that I could. Y'all have to understand it. It kind of feels weird when you're sitting in a house all by yourself and you're just looking at a camera, just talking. And there's no audience. There's no one to speak back to you. It sort of makes you feel fucking crazy. But anyway, so I'll check you guys in my next video, which will be coming really, really soon. So I hope you guys have your notifications on. And like I said, a lot of you are watching me and you are not subscribed. So please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. If you watched it this far, stop playing with your girl and come on and join the LJ crew. Go on ahead, hit that subscribe right over there. hit that button, and then it's a little circle over here on the screen you can tap, and that'll help you get a jump start too. But anyway, until next time, guys, see you in the next video.